Welcome back, everyone. We are going to continue this journey with talking about X4 Fluke Mobile work requests. As you can see on my screen here, I'm in X4 at the work request level. Now let's bring in the iPad and put it up here somewhere so we can see the iPad in the work request process there. So on the iPad, I'm going to click on work requests down at the bottom. I can see them again. We can sort them by work request number, by status, or by the request date. And we can do those ascending and descending just like you could those other fields in work orders and also assets. What we're going to do first is we're going to click on the plus button at the bottom right hand side here to create a brand new work request. Automatically, the requester is going to be the logged in person, which in this case is Bruce Wayne. Again, you could use that barcode scanner to scan your name or someone else's name if you had a barcode of that person, which I happen to have one here of Barry Allen, but we don't really need to scan that because Bruce Wayne's already there. Now we do have the ability here though to select the asset. So let's go ahead and select our asset while I'm just searching for my barcode here, and I have found the barcode for this asset. I'm going to click select asset and hit the barcode. All right, there it is. Search for it, and it's the GT350R number 2. So for our work request, we're going to put in a brief description here. We're going to just say that we need a turbo kit. Why not? Hit our blue checkbox. If you needed to do the work description, you could. I could say, install turbo. Kit. Good. There we are. And I could, if inside of eMaint, I had a phone number and an email for this contact, it would be here automatically populated. But in eMaint, I do not believe that I have that. So one thing people would like to know is, well, Tom, when I'm creating work requests, can I add photos to them? The answer is yes, but you have to save or create the request first. There's nowhere here right now where I can do that. But when I click on create work request, you see it has the temp _7818. And at the top right, there's a little half circle with a 1, and it just turned into a green check. That means if I refresh the screen, that should have a work request number, which it does now, 00 then 213. So now what I could do is, if I needed to, I could click into this request, and where you see documents here, I can click that and hit the plus button at the bottom right to add in a photo. I could do what I could do before with browse. If I had a document here, I could browse for a document and put the document here. What if it's a photo I took already before? I don't need to take one right now. I could browse for the photo as well, or I could take a live photo right now. We'll do another picture of my screen here. The nice Windows logo. Use the photo and then attach the file. Now, that file is now here on Fluke Mobile, but let's take a look here in eMaint X4. We're going to switcheroo back to X4. And let's take a look here in the work order requests for X4. I need to do a little refresh here because that work order request is not there yet. Let's refresh. And there it is. Need a turbo kit. So what I want to know is, in X4, will I be able to see that photo? Now, this does require a little bit of work for your customer success manager to make this work. It's not out of the box working. There's one or two things they have to do to make this work properly. But they basically, what they're going to do is they're going to install for you a related table for these pictures to go to. So this related table is here. It's called WOR Documents, which stands for Work Order Request Documents. And there's a picture of my window that I just took a moment ago. It automatically puts them in your document storage. So if you really want to know where they go, you could click on your name here and your document storage. And what it does is it creates a folder called Mobile, and all of your mobile photos are going to go into there. That's where they all go. And mobile documents that you may have put in there as well. So that's how we can take a photo after the request has been made. So what else can we do here? Well, one really great thing that I believe we can do is if you have the permissions, you can approve and reject requests. So let's say for the Need a Turbo kit, you were someone who had the ability to approve and reject those requests. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's jump into this one, Need a Turbo kit, and you could approve it, which we're going to do. And if I wanted to assign this to someone, I could do it right now. I could type in a name. We'll type in Barry because he's fast, and we'll assign it to Barry. So as you can see there, work request approved, and it became temporary work order. This will turn into a actual work order in a few minutes because right now the queue did its thing. If I refresh, it became work order 577. Let's go back and let's go to this next one. Open Dynaprints test. Another Dynaprints test. Dynaprints help. Let's do this one here. Dynaprints help. Now, she says help and do work. Now, normally I would never turn down Dynaprints under any circumstance, but there has to be a first time for everything. So I'm going to click reject here. I have to give a rejection reason. I will use my little speaker to do speech to text. You don't need help, Diana. And we'll save that. So that is how we can approve and reject work requests. You could also, like we did earlier, make one by hitting the plus button. This one was short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen. So what we did today is we showed you how we can approve and reject work requests and also make more, and how you can take photos here and attach them to the work order request. The key is you have to first create the request, then go back into it to add your photos. So that's all for this one. As we continue our journey in eMaint X4 Fluke Mobile, I will see you all on the next one.